Hey guys, it's Janice at Ozark Family Homestead, and I'm hoping, let me see, I'm going to spin the camera a little bit here. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed hearing some of Andrew playing guitar. There's a story about the guitar that Andrew is playing in there tonight. I recently found it at Goodwill for the low price of $11 and I think 4 cents. So there is that. And he's doing a good job in playing that guitar. So this is not a music video though. This is a grocery haul video. This is a video where I go through and I study the sale ads and I find the best of the best deals and I share them with you guys. So if you can see the table here behind me, there's quite a bit on there. And my receipts reflect the amount of things on the table back there. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to go through and show you guys the sale ads, the paper ads for 10 Box, Aldi, and Kroger. And I'm going to show you the good deals, the loss leaders that are in the ads this week. I'm going to compare the sale prices to the Walmart prices so you can get a better idea of just how good of a sale is this. And then I'm also going to share with you guys what I spent, my grand totals, all the full price merchandise that I bought, the sale items, and the reduced markdown clearance items that I got, because I got a little bit of everything today. And I even bought some things that I do not normally buy. So I had some learning experiences today too that I don't typically have. Things are changing around here as far as products that I'm going to have to be buying, and so I'm learning. And maybe you guys can help me out in the comments and guide me a little bit here on this process of new ingredients that I'm having to buy. So I think I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around. We will get started. At the end of the video, I will share my grand total, and I will also share what I have left in my grocery budget. Started at $1,200 for the 9 of us in our family, and I have very little left in that. So I'm going to share all that with you at the end. So let's go ahead and get going. Here we go. Oh, he's done. He's putting that guitar away. We're going to head to the end of the table here and start off with 10 Box. 10 Box is probably a store a lot of you haven't heard of before. You probably don't have it in your local area. It is a local chain of grocery stores for us. These are the cities where it is located at. And also the sales I'm going to show you here at 10 Box, Aldi, and Kroger are good through Tuesday, November 11th. So if you want to go grab any of these deals, get in before the sales end. The ad in 10 Box, the first thing that caught my eye were the Fuji apples. Now these are 3-pound bags for $1.98. And by comparison at Walmart, a 3-pound bag of Fuji's is $4.87. So I am pretty stocked up on the Gala apples, but this is a good storage apple in my experience as well. So this is something that you might want to look into getting. I was looking for this in the store, but when I first walked in the doors, these jumped out at me. Now these are not in the sale ad, but right as I walk in the door, they have a setup there, a display, and they had these 4-pound bags of Honey Crisp apples, and they had them marked at $2.98 per bag. For Honey Crisp apples, this is a good deal. This is a higher priced apple usually. Now 10 Box does add 10% on at the register, so I figured that into the cost, which means it was $3.28 per bag. Divide that by 4 pounds per bag, and I'm paying 82 cents per pound for Honey Crisp apples. That's a very good deal for Honey Crisp. By comparison at Walmart, they are $1.66 per pound at Walmart. So good deal. These are our favorite, and so we are just going to eat these fresh here in the next week or so. And I did get 4 of the 4-pound bags. Now in the ad, they also have green cabbage for 58 cents a pound, compared to Walmart. 77 cents per pound. So I did go ahead and pick up 4 heads of cabbage. We like to use this in egg roll in a bowl or cabbage soup, or I could make fermented sauerkraut out of it. It just keeps so well in the refrigerator that I will be able to use this for a while, and it will sit in the refrigerator until I'm ready to use it all up. On the flip side here, there are some navel oranges, a 4-pound bag for $3.88. By comparison, at Walmart, you'd be paying $4.97. They also have these little 11-ounce bags of salad for 98 cents each. By comparison, at Walmart, you'd be paying $1.96 for 11 ounces there. I did go ahead and pick up 3 of these, and I'm just going to use these up here in the next few days. We will have this as a side dish maybe with one of our meals. I did notice one of them has a sooner best by date than the other 2. So I am going to have to pay attention to that and make sure the one doesn't go bad before I'm able to use all 3 of them. Now down here, we have a beef chuck roast for $4.97 per pound. Compared to Walmart, $7.47 per pound there, so good deal. But you also can get an additional $3 off if you use the digital coupon that 10 Box has in their app. So I did go ahead and pick up one of these because I wanted to use that digital coupon. And when I did my figuring, by the time I paid the price for the package here and added the 10% upcharge and deducted that $3 digital coupon, I ended up paying $5 per pound for this chuck roast here. And, you know, compared to Walmart's price, really good deal. $7.47 per pound compared to $5. And these are actually 2 big roasts, so we will divide this up and wrap each one in freezer paper, mark it with a Sharpie, and put it in the chest freezer to wait until we need to use it. Now the last 2 items here in the ad are the chicken drumsticks for 82 cents a pound compared to Walmart at $1.09 per pound, and the 73% ground beef at $2.98 per pound. But there is also a $2 off digital coupon on that as well, so don't forget to use that. Compared to Walmart, $3.86 per pound was the best price I could find on the 73% ground beef. Now the one other item I did get is not in the sale ad, but there is a digital coupon for the cream cheese. The deal is if you buy 2 cream cheese, then you get $1 off using that digital coupon. And when I did the calculations here, the cream cheese was, let's see, $1.68 each. So I paid $3.36 for those, minus the $1 digital coupon, but add the 10% upcharge in there as well. And when you do all those tabulations, I ended up paying $1.30 per box of the cream cheese. Now the best price I can find is at both at Aldi and Sam's Club. Right now they are $1.49 per box there. So this is a good deal by using that digital coupon. So that is what I did. Now my grand total at 10 Box for these items here came to $65.34. And my next stop was Aldi. I'll show you their sale ad next. So once again, Aldi is my smallest haul this week. And well, they're typically my largest haul when I do my once a month stock up at the very beginning of the pay period. But the routine we've gotten into is that it is now the smallest haul just for the regular weekly sales when you're just going over the sale ads. There are some good sales this week though, and I want to show them to you guys. First of all, the whole turkey. So 77 cents per pound. That is the best price that I have seen here locally so far. It is just a limit of 1 though, so you can only get 1 of those. By comparison, I looked at Walmart and their lowest price right now is 84 cents per pound here locally. So I did pick up one of them, and there were only about 6 of the turkeys left in the freezer case, and I purposefully went through and found the largest one that I could find because I'm feeding 9 people with it, and at 77 cents a pound, I want to get my money's worth. I want to get the best deal is what it comes down to. So go check those out if you have this sale going on in your area. Now they also have the whole white mushrooms, the little 8-ounce cubes, for $1.29 this week. And at Walmart, they're $1.76. So I did just pick up one of these, and I will probably use them scrambled up with some eggs as like a vegetable omelet, or I don't even know. Not really even sure, but I did go ahead and pick one of these up. And then the last item in the sale ad, they do have the pomegranates for $1.29 each. Compared to Walmart, they are $1.98 each. So that is a pretty decent sale on those. I did check again, and again, not in the sale ad, but I've mentioned this before. The sliced cheeses have been, for the last several weeks, on sale at Aldi. And we particularly are enjoying the Gouda, and it is a 7-ounce package marked down to $1.59. So I did go ahead and there are 7 packages here. What I'm doing is I am looking, let me find it, at the best by date on here, and it is March of 2026. So this was going to last for a considerable amount of time. I'm just going to keep it in the refrigerator. We're going to use them in order of expiration date. So as long as it's staying $1.59 per package, I'm going to keep things stocked up as I'm able to. Now, the last item I got at Aldi this week is not a sale item at all. Why in the world am I buying chicken broth? I always make my own homemade bone broth, and it is wonderful. But we are very, very low. I think we have 2, maybe 3 quart jars of bone broth canned up in the root cellar right now. And that is very low stock for our family. And I can make some out of chicken bones as we eat a meal, but I don't think I'm going to have enough supply of bones to be doing that. So I was on the lookout today for good deals on chicken broth. One of the things I learned is that the ingredients in chicken broth are not what I expected. So when I looked at the Aldi brand, you notice this is a brand name chicken broth. This is not the Aldi brand. The Aldi brand had ingredients that were like 4 to 5 times as long as what you see here. I wanted simple ingredients, just plain stuff. So I did pick this one up. It's just chicken broth, salt, carrot puree, and natural flavor. And so that was the simplest ingredient list that I could find. Now this was, how much did I pay for that? At Aldi, I paid $1.75 for this 32-ounce container of chicken broth. And a little bit of a spoiler alert, I found a better deal at Kroger. But I didn't know it at the time because I went to Aldi first. So picked this up for $1.75. Let's just file that information away, because when I tell you what I paid over here, it's going to make this, seem like not that great of a deal. Because these are the same size things and the ingredients are going to be similar as well. $1.75 versus what I paid at Kroger. I'll show you that here in just a minute. But my grand total at Aldi here was a little $28.23. And the vast majority of that was a turkey and a whole bunch of cheese. So that was it at Aldi. And my next stop was Kroger, and we will go over that sale ad next. Kroger had lots of sales this week, lots of markdowns this week, and some mishaps this week also. So I will go over all those things here with you and just kind of tell you the story of what went on at Kroger today. Let's start off with the sale ad. They do have something a little out of the ordinary here. Typically, this is 2 times the fuel points on the weekends. They have it as a special 4 times the fuel points this weekend. You do have to clip the digital coupon, and then you just go shopping Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and you will automatically get 4 times the fuel points for discounts on gasoline in your vehicle. So take advantage of that if you are shopping over the weekend. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the broth here. Right here on the front of the ad, they have Kroger broth, 32 ounces for 99 cents. There is no coupon for this. There is no minimum to buy. There is no limit, nothing like that. So it's just a free-for-all on the 99-cent broth. By comparison now, Walmart's, their great value is going to be $1.50 per carton. And I looked it up at Sam's Club. You can get a better deal there, but it's $1.16 per carton also. Now, what I did not check is I don't know the ingredients on the Sam's Club and the Walmart versions. Like I'd mentioned at Aldi, you know, I was getting a little bit picky over the ingredients there. I didn't want the super long list of things that I couldn't pronounce. So when I looked at this one, there were multiple varieties. I know the beef broth had a lot more ingredients in it, but this one seemed pretty simple to me, and I liked that. So these were the ingredients here, and I just kind of liked, seemed pretty simple. No extra sugar or anything like that added in there. I can pronounce everything on that list, so I was happy with that. And at 99 cents per carton here, I decided to go ahead and stock up. So I got 3 of their little cases here. So a total of 24 cartons is what I got from Kroger today at 99 cents each. So I'm well stocked now. It is soup season at our house. Okay, the grapes. There was an issue with the grapes. I'll do story time about the grapes here maybe towards the end of the video, but they are on sale for 99 cents a pound, which is a great deal. A good sale price nowadays is $1.29 per pound. So 99 cents a pound is very good. Walmart currently has theirs at $1.62 per pound. Now this is a digital coupon, so you must clip it electronically. There's also a limit of 5. So I did go through and get 5 bags. I got 3 of the white or the green grapes and 2 of the red grapes there too. So these will just be snacks for children here over the course of this week. They also have the 18-count eggs for $1.99 compared to Walmart, $2.92. Also a digital coupon, clip it electronically, limit of 5. Those of you that watch regularly know I don't need eggs. I have lots of eggs right now stored up, but it is a good deal for those of you that need to get some more eggs. The cheese here, these are 1-pound blocks of cheese for $2.49 per block. And by comparison, Walmart is selling their 16-ounce blocks for $3.78. Again, digital coupon, clip it electronically, limit of 5. I did go ahead and get 5 of the sharp cheddars, and I will show you whenever I'm showing you my receipt here at the end. I also had a paper coupon. I believe it was for 70 cents off. So for one of these, I did not pay $2.49. I paid 70 cents less for the one, but I'll show you that receipt at the end. Okay, on the flip side here, butter. Kroger has butter on sale again this week. There is a digital coupon so that you end up paying $2.99 per pound for the butter. Being that it is a digital coupon, it is a limit of 5 as well on those. By comparison, Walmart's price is $3.67 per pound right now, but at Sam's Club it is $2.96 per pound. So slightly better at Sam's Club, but only worth it if you are going to be there anyway. I am going to be there soon, and so I did skip this deal this week. I'm going to go ahead, I can grab some at Sam's Club is what I can do. So there is no butter in my Kroger haul today. But I do have a lot of things that were on markdown, so I'm going to go over those next. The first markdown that I was able to find this week were the pomegranate seeds here. Now, these are $3.15. They're on markdown there, but they are already, the pomegranate is processed, and the beautiful seeds are just already in these little containers. Just open them up and eat them. And I know pomegranates are on sale at Aldi this week, but to get these and have them on markdown and they're ready to go, that was worth it for me. So I did go ahead and get these, and children will be very, very happy. They do like pomegranate seeds, and they are typically a little too expensive, but I can do this. So they're happy about that. I also found a big 1 pound bag of the Sugar Snap peas, marked down to $2.92. So these will just be snacked on as little sides of breakfast, lunch, supper. I don't even know, but we will use them up. These celery hearts here, I was completely out of celery. Had nothing else left in the house. These were marked down to $1.71. So I'm going to use these. My children actually really like the ants on a log. Do other people call it that, or is it just us? It's the celery with peanut butter slathered on it and then raisins on top. My children think it's an awesome snack. So some of it will be used for that. Some will go in soups, and it lasts a while in the refrigerator. So I was happy to find that deal. Okay, then there's this. There's a story with the veggie tray here. So, sorry guys. Got a tickle. Okay, let's see. I think it passed. I found a veggie tray that had no dip in it here, all veggies, marked down to $4.95. And it was beautiful. And so I got it. And as the cashier was ringing it up, very, very sweet lady, if you notice, the barcode is here. There is no barcode on the bottom of this. So you have to actually turn this upside down for the scanner to get that barcode. When she turned it upside down, the whole plastic sheet, the covering on this, just fell apart, and veggies went everywhere. And I felt so bad. It was awful. So she said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I will, let's go get you another one and do it that way." But there was no other one. And so she did this one and did the $4.95 price. This one was not on markdown at all. It has a pretty good date on there for the next several days. And so I got a fresh one at the marked down price, and she was just very, very sweet. So what I'm planning to do with this, so with the other one that needed to be used up immediately because it was on markdown, we were just going to eat this up here at home, just snack on it along with the pea pods and everything else. With this one having a longer expiration date, I'm actually going to take this to a family event, and we're going to go ahead and share that with family whenever we go to visit with them here soon. So I'm using this differently than what I thought I was going to. Oh, and also, don't let me forget about this. I'm going to end up forgetting about this item here. I don't want to do that. Okay, markdown. I also found these yogurts here, $2.69. I like these because they don't bother my blood sugar. And there's a 4-pack of these, so I did get this. I did also, I'll talk about this at the end of the video. I went into Kroger several days ago. I did not film it, but it is a deduction out of my grocery budget that I wanted to share with you guys. So I do want to do that, and I did purchase 2 other things of these whenever I went in several days ago that were also on markdown. So I have now another stash, a little bit more to add to the stash. And then there were bananas. There were lots and lots of bananas. So there was a sign for the markdown produce section. Typically markdown bananas nowadays are 45 cents per pound. That's what it is nowadays. The sign now said these were 29 cents per pound. And I thought at 29 cents per pound, we are making banana chips. So tomorrow we are going to get banana chips going in the dehydrator and we are going to replenish our stock. And actually what we have found is for banana chips, the riper the better. They are just sweeter whenever the bananas are really, really ripe, and we put them in the dehydrator. We just slice them into rounds, dunk them in some lemon juice, and then put them on the dehydrator, and they do great. The children really like these. Okay, I don't want to forget about the half and half, because this is another product that I do not typically buy, but it is now on my list because Daisy, our Jersey dairy cow, has been dried up because she's expecting a calf, and we are not going to be milking her for the last couple months of her pregnancy. And this means that I no longer have the amazing cream that we get from Daisy's milk, and I need something for coffee. So I did not realize how difficult it is to find cream with just basic ingredients. This is milk and cream. I was wanting to get the heavy whipping cream, just cream, but it has all kinds of stuff, monoglycerides and carrageenan, however you pronounce that big word, all kinds of extra stuff in it, and I don't want that. So I couldn't find the heavy whipping cream that was simple, so I did go with this, and I am going to be looking at Walmart. Maybe when I do my once a month stock up and I go into Walmart, maybe I can find a better deal than what Kroger has here. But I am on the lookout for something I could use in my coffee, preferably just straight up cream that doesn't have extras added to it. But that's where I am. I went ahead and paid for this. It was full price. It was regular price. I didn't have any sort of discount or anything there. These were $3.29 each, and each one is a quart. So, okay, grand total at Kroger, I think I did everything. I don't think I forgot anything. Grand total came to $94.04. And yes, the biggest part of that was the chicken broth. There is a whole bunch of stuff there. And I don't think I forgot anything else. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to go over and get the clipboard. And we are going to talk about where I'm at in the grocery budget. It's not good. Surprise, surprise, it's not good. So we're going to talk about that, and I'll go ahead and tell you the story with the grapes and all that kind of stuff there too. So we will go ahead and do that next. All right, let's go over some numbers here. So I have the clipboard. There you go. And my numbers aren't good. It is what it is, though. I feel like I've gotten some very good deals this week, and I'm just gonna, let's come clean. Let's share all the details here. I did mention we started off with $1,200, and that is for our family of 9, which breaks down to about $133 per person for the month. So I have to get my new tabulations because I just recently upped the budget from $1,100 to $1,200. This is still new to me. I went and did a once a month stock up and spent a lot of money on that, but everything was topped off in the pantries and the freezers. It was lovely. It was awesome. And then I started going each week after that to do what I did here today, where I study the sale ads. I go in, I try to focus on the best of the best deals and the markdowns and just try to stretch my budget that way. And each week, the grocery budget dwindled down. Last Friday, when you saw last Friday's video, we had gone at that point from $1,200 down to $231.50. That's where we were at. And like I mentioned, I did go into Kroger and get some things. So I intended to go into Kroger to get, they had some Philly cheesesteak, the steak slices. They had a good deal on that meat, and I wanted to go in and get some of that. So that's what I went in for, and they were out of stock. So I did not get that good deal, but I did end up spending other money anyway, because while I was in there, I went ahead and looked for the sales while I was in there. And what I did end up getting then, I ended up getting 3 of those vanilla yogurts that I showed you, that I bought 1 of those today. I picked up 3 of those markdown yogurts that day. I picked up a full price Daisy cottage cheese for the recipe that we have in the oven right now. It's a Trim Healthy Mama lazy lasagna casserole. That's what we're having for supper tonight. So cottage cheese, they had some bananas for 45 cents a pound. So I got some of those. And I got some marked down spinach, which is also this lazy lasagna that's in the oven over here. That spinach was used for that as well. And then I got 6 packages of hot dog buns. It's a better deal at Aldi for the hot dog buns, but I was in Kroger anyway, and we had an event here at the house, and it's already passed, it's already done, but I'll show some of it to you on the What We Eat in a Week video. Whenever that comes out, you'll be able to see what we ate then. But I picked up the hot dog buns while I was in Kroger that day too. So my total that day came to $29.74, which I then deducted off of that. So let's just say, starting today, we are now at $201.76. Everything on the table here that I showed you guys came to a grand total of $187.61, which means I have $14.15 left over in the budget for the month. And the month is not over with. The pay period is not over with for our family, because my husband gets paid on the 10th of each month. We need to make it through November 9th. And I have not visited Sam's Club yet. So I am going to be going there soon. And I'm going to be spending more than $14.15. I can tell you that. Absolutely, without a doubt, tell you that. So going over budget again this month looks to be certain. But it is what it is. We are in a transitional period here in our home, trying to figure out what to do with this budget, since we are going over budget pretty consistently now. And yes, I could make some changes, but I don't think I want to. So now I have a story about the grapes to tell you, because it was something at Kroger today. And I was late picking up kids from a homeschool class and everything, but I'll tell you what happened there next. Okay, so the grapes, 99 cents a pound. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. And I studied the sale ads and did all that stuff. And let me take my glasses off. Oh, you guys, getting old is hard whenever you can't see well anymore. 99 cents a pound. So I bought the 5 of them here. I've got them right here next to me. And I did the whole checkout thing. Before I left the house, I clipped all the coupons. And so I had all the coupons on my card electronically. It was all done. When I went and checked out, I thought everything rang up right. But when I went out to load everything up in my big 15-passenger van, I looked over the receipt and realized that the discount for the grapes didn't come off. And it was a pretty significant discount. I also noticed that I had been charged, let me see, for 3 of the pomegranate doodads instead of 2. So I was like, I'm gonna have to go back inside and do the whole refund thing. So I go back inside, and the refund desk, well, first of all, they couldn't understand why the coupon didn't come off. They took my phone, they looked at the app, looked at the coupons and everything on there, and they could see where the coupon was available, but it wouldn't let them click it even. So there was some sort of technical issue with specifically the grapes digital coupon. It just wouldn't work. So they were gonna have to fix something manually. I don't know. I don't know how all this works. But anyway, they couldn't do it at the service desk because you had to weigh the grapes and there was no scale at the service desk. So we had to move to a cash register, and the young man that was helping me there couldn't figure out how to refund the grapes. He was weighing things and then re-weighing things, and it just wasn't evening out. By the time he got finished with the refund, it showed I owed him $2 and something. It didn't turn out right. So he voided everything and went and got a lady off of the cash register and closed down her register. And she came to the new register and she began to reweigh everything, to refund everything. But being that she seemed to be very knowledgeable, and that's why he recruited her to help out, she was so knowledgeable that everyone in the store was asking her questions because she was the knowledgeable one. And every time she would get asked a question, she would lose her place in the refunding of the grapes and the re-ringing of the grapes. So we restarted things and we re-weighed things, and I was in there, whoops, don't drop the camera, Janice. I was in there for 30 minutes getting my refund afterwards. And it was, my refund, they had to refund me, it was over $14 for that. So it was worth, going in and getting that done. But, okay, something else I wanted to tell you guys. For the second week in a row, this little paper thing that they do with all the sales came in handy, because like I said, the young man could not get that grapes digital coupon to load up on the app on my phone. It didn't like it. The lady at the register, she also couldn't get it to work because it wasn't on my card. She ended up having to scan the little barcode on here, and it automatically loaded it on that way. Didn't work any other way, but this did the trick. So I am really grateful that Kroger has added this little snazzy thing here, and I may just get in the habit of scanning it each and every time I go to the checkout, just in case. Just in case there's been a technical glitch and I don't know it, because I didn't know it today. I thought the grapes coupon was on there and everything was fine and dandy, but it wasn't, and it cost me 30 minutes of time to go back in and get things straightened out. So there you go, story time with Janice. Grapes drama. That's what happens when you're a coupon shopper, I guess. So, okay, guys, I'm going to go over budget this month. There you go. I do hope next week to have a Sam's Club grocery haul video for you. And then next Friday's video should be my once a month grocery stock up again. We're just going to see how much over budget we end up going this month. We're probably not going to make any changes to the grocery budget, but if I'm continually over budget, we will make a change again. Life is getting lifey. That's what Sarah says. Sometimes life is just really lifey. And that's what's happening with the groceries right now. But I do hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you go out and find the good deals. Tell me how you're stretching your grocery budget. Are you having to raise your budget? Are you choosing not to do that and instead cut things out of your budget? Just, tell me your successes and failures, guys. Let's do some teamwork here and learn from each other. So please make sure you do the thumbs up, because the YouTube algorithm likes that. And double check that you are subscribed if you intend to be. And then please tell others about our family's channel. Just tell them about Ozark Family Homestead so our channel can grow bigger and better. Yay, guys. So love you all. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching